Okay, so we're in 3 space here. So our z, x, and our y. Our very first point refers to what? X, y, or z? X. Okay. What's our positive direction on x? Towards us. Okay. So let's say, I know it's on an angle here. That won't quite be 2. Whatever. We're going to say that's 2. Okay. So that is 2 on our x-axis here. Do it in red. It's not going to look perfectly to scale because of our grid, but that's fine. We'll say that's 2. What's our next number? What axis? Y. Okay. So our y, which means we're actually going to the left on our y-axis, negative direction. And we're going to go back 3 units. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So from there, I drew that one along the axis also, but I'm going to copy it, just like we're doing with vectors, and I'm going to move this one over. So now we're roughly here on the grid. And our last one is finally our z, and it says we're going down 5. Okay. So we draw that here. That's down 1, 2, 3, 4. Just enough. 5. Perfect. So that goes down 5. Now all I technically need to do is take that point, because we've already followed this part, and we'll highlight what we've done so far. We followed from the origin across the x-axis, across the y, and we're about to go down the z-axis now, so I'm going to move this down there. Try to line up our points. That looks about right. And we went down there like this. Now, it'll always be easier if you create a box out of this. I just did this the quick way. From our origin to our final point, this is what our vector is going to look like. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is, just so it makes a little more sense, I'm going to create the rest of the box. Maybe I'm not going to create it. I have to move that for a second. I'm going to do this. There we go. So we'll create the rest of the box. This point here. This one connects down here. This one connects over here. That way it'll help us with our grid. It'll make a little more sense. Exactly what we're doing. There we go. So we now have our box. Put our highlighter back. We've gone from origin way down to here, and we pretty much followed this path. Went across the x, the y, and then the z to get to where we were, and that would be our resultant vector in 3 space.